Today I'm sharing about the ancient practice of Emperor Qin Shi Huang searching for the elixir of immortality. Nowadays, there are injections of blood or diets aimed at longevity, showing that regardless of the era, there are always people eager for longevity. So, what's the secret to longevity? Japan has once again topped the global life expectancy list and even ranks among the countries with the lowest obesity rates worldwide. Some attribute this to the Japanese love for physical activity, but surprisingly, over 60% of Japanese people have exercise levels below the global average for the longest life expectancy. According to statistics from the Japanese Ministry of Health, Labor, and Welfare, the average life expectancy for Japanese men is 81.09 years, and for women, it's even higher at 87.216 years, making Japan known as the country with the longest life expectancy worldwide. Additionally, the World Health Organization has released global obesity rate survey data, with Japan boasting a 4% obesity rate, ranking it among developed countries with the lowest obesity rates. Even France has an obesity rate of 11%, while the United States is as high as 32%. Many speculate that perhaps Japanese people love exercise and fitness, which helps maintain such a low obesity rate. However, according to The Lancet, Japan is one of the least active countries globally, with over 60% of Japanese people lacking exercise habits. Despite this, scientists have discovered the passive form of exercise among Japanese people. Due to expensive taxi fares and high population density, various community facilities are concentrated, making walking or cycling sufficient for transportation needs. Additionally, Japan's mountainous terrain means many roads are uphill and downhill, so even daily commutes involve climbing exercises. Furthermore, in 2008, the Japanese government advocated for a national waistline reduction plan, requiring residents to control their waistlines. According to the law, men's waistlines should be within 85 centimeters, while women should control theirs within 90 centimeters. Another factor contributing to Japanese longevity is their dietary habits. An article published in the European Journal of Nutrition discussed a study on Japanese dietary habits, analyzing the diets of 92,000 Japanese individuals. One key finding was the difference between Chinese and Japanese eating habits. Japanese people often consume cold rice, such as rice balls and sushi, which contain resistant starch that slows down the absorption rate of glucose, unlike the habit in China of consuming hot food and drinks, which has been linked to an increased risk of esophageal cancer. Additionally, Japanese cuisine emphasizes fresh ingredients and aesthetics. They believe that the beauty of food is an enjoyment in itself. For seafood, in particular, Japanese people have strict requirements, believing that seafood must live in seawater to maintain freshness and flavor. Moreover, the processing methods of seafood in Japan focus on preserving its natural taste, without excessive seasoning or cooking methods. Furthermore, Japan has a culture of bento, boxed meals, and prefers homemade meals over takeout. This contrasts with the United States, where frequent takeout consumption is associated with increased mortality rates from cardiovascular disease and cancer. Moreover, there are lessons to be learned from centenarian Dr. Deng, a renowned Chinese traditional medicine practitioner, who has summarized 4 longevity secrets for lifelong benefit. Dr. Deng maintains regular daily routines, combines physical and mental exercises, maintains a balanced diet without food restrictions, and sticks to his health regimen consistently. Finally, there are global habits worth adopting for a healthier life. For example, in France, chewing food thoroughly can reduce gastrointestinal burdens and aid in weight loss, while in Iceland, swimming is not only a form of exercise but also a popular social activity that promotes cardiovascular health. In Germany, the prevalence of running events contributes to weight management and overall health improvement. These diverse habits collectively contribute to longer, healthier lives. Sweden, eating seasonal fruits and vegetables. You might find it hard to believe that in a country with a population of nearly 10 million, which is less than half of Taiwan's, Located in the Nordic region with an average annual temperature of 3 to 4 degrees Celsius, Sweden produces abundant fruits. Sweden is a country with distinct seasons, and their dietary choices reflect these seasonal differences. Swedes are accustomed to eating locally grown and seasonal fruits and vegetables, believing it to be very beneficial for health. Cloudberries, Swedish blueberries, rowanberries, lingonberries, and black currants are among the fruits Swedes enjoy. So, how can one eat healthily? Professor Zimshirtjung said it's all about two principles. First, eat what grows locally. Honestly speaking, if something grows in a certain place, it's not without reason. It's because the people in that area lack certain nutrients, and the growth of that particular thing can supplement those missing elements. This is the law of nature. Modern people tend to prefer imported goods, saying, "This is from Mexico," or "That's from Italy," but in reality, most of it is fake. Those who believe in such things can only blame themselves. Humans misunderstand each other. In fact, one should focus on the necessities of each place. If a place should eat spicy food, then eat spicy food, otherwise, the body won't be well. When you're in a place where spicy food isn't appropriate, you should eat less of it. Watermelon is for summer. If you eat it in winter and get a stomachache, you can only blame yourself. There are rules for what grows when and where. It's all naturally formed. You should follow these natural laws to arrange your diet to stay healthy. Secondly, eat what's in season. Nowadays, a crop that should be harvested at a certain time is often prolonged for profit, or its growth period is prematurely ended. Moreover, there is a large circulation of out-of-season fruits and vegetables. According to our Chinese concept, this is defying nature. Who will suffer the consequences of defying nature? One can easily figure it out. My grandfather was a traditional Chinese medicine practitioner, and I've followed him since I was young. He once said something that left a deep impression on me. As long as you eat a little less of everything in your life, you'll be fine. At that time, being young, I dared not ask why. When I reached my teens, I asked him why eating a little less would be okay. He said, even if what you eat is poisonous, eating less of it means the amount of poison isn't enough to harm you, and eventually, the poison will naturally be expelled from your body. Today, there are too many varieties of food available, and we cannot know what is toxic and what isn't. So, as long as you eat a little less of everything, even if it's poisonous, the amount of poison from each thing won't be lethal, and eventually, it will be naturally eliminated from your body. If you keep eating the same thing, and it happens to be toxic, you'll be poisoned due to excessive exposure to it. Therefore, always remember, eat a little less of everything, and you'll be fine. Finland, sauna culture. Almost every Finnish family has a sauna, and saunas are ubiquitous in Finland. Many families build their saunas at home. Data shows that from 1980 to 2009, the number of home saunas in Finland increased from 531,000 to 1,479,120, meaning that on average, fewer than 3 Finns share one sauna. In Finland, a temperature of 70 degrees Celsius in the sauna is normal and can help dispel the cold in winter. Sauna uses the alternating hot and cold stimuli from repeated steaming and rinsing of the whole body, causing blood vessels to repeatedly expand and contract, enhancing vascular elasticity and preventing arteriosclerosis. It also has certain health benefits for arthritis, back pain, muscle pain, bronchitis, and neurasthenia. ### Japan, hot springs as common as brushing teeth. As one of the world's typical volcanic countries, Japan has over 3,000 hot springs with accommodation facilities. In Japan, soaking in a hot spring is as common as brushing teeth in daily life. Bathing in hot springs can assist in the treatment of neuralgia, muscle pain, and joint pain, among other sub-health conditions. Therefore, medical institutions in Japan also issue hot spring therapy vouchers to specific groups of people as one of the complementary treatment methods. Research has found that soaking the body in mineral-rich hot springs can treat anxiety disorders, and it may even be more effective than medication. Bathing in hot springs is a beneficial and leisurely way to relax, but if one doesn't pay attention to details, it may also have some side effects. Here are some side effects to note. 1. Dry skin. Prolonged soaking in hot springs can cause loss of oil from the skin surface, leading to dryness and itching. To avoid this, apply moisturizing lotion or cream after bathing to moisturize the skin. 2. Dizziness and chest tightness. Accelerated blood circulation during hot spring bathing may cause symptoms such as dizziness and chest tightness. 3. Increased heart rate. The high temperature of the hot spring can raise the body temperature, leading to an increased heart rate. Those with pre-existing heart conditions should be cautious about hot spring bathing to avoid accidents. 4. Oxygen deficiency. Prolonged soaking in high-temperature hot springs may lead to oxygen deficiency. If symptoms such as dizziness and chest tightness occur, one should promptly leave the hot spring and rest in a ventilated area. 5. Fatigue. Bathing in hot springs can increase energy consumption and lead to fatigue. Therefore, it's essential to rest after bathing to avoid excessive fatigue. 6. Infection. Public hot springs are prone to bacterial and viral contamination, posing a risk of infection. Therefore, it's important to observe hygiene and safety when bathing in hot springs, and it's preferable to choose private or individual pools. In conclusion, soaking in hot springs is a beneficial and leisurely way to relax. However, while enjoying the comfort and relaxation it brings, one must also pay attention to the side effects mentioned above to ensure personal safety and health. There are many valuable lessons to learn from foreign health practices, but some health rules require careful consideration, as reckless behavior can lead to danger. That's it for today's sharing. You're never alone here.